remembers their first love? Awesome. Unforgettable, right? Your first love travels with you for your entire life, for most of us. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guests. Today I'll tell you a little bit how my first love eventually led to my true love. My first love started before I could even remember. My parents had to tell me how my first love started. When I was just a child, my parents would tell me stories about how I met my first love. It was from a distance at start. As I grew older, we grew closer. And eventually, much closer. We interacted much more as I grew into high school, and eventually stayed together through college. That first love led me to my true love, where I actually met my true love in college. Now, my first love is not a person. I know a lot of people were thinking, well, how could that possibly be? It was a game. My love for the game of baseball is the love that led me to my true love. I grew up in a house where my dad had me on his knee. He was a Yankees fan. I'm not sure why. No offense, gentlemen. Even though he was in love with the Yankees, I wasn't. My love was for the game of the baseball. I grew into an athlete and eventually led all the teams that I played for through high school, eventually into college, which led me to my true love. My baseball journey led me to a small junior college here in Arizona, Mesa Community College. Unbeknownst to me, my true love was actually there with me at the same time. My wife, now of 9 years, was also attending Mesa Community College. Her and I both, Arizona natives, ended up at Mesa Community College. We never met there. My first love led me 1,500 miles to South Central Louisiana State at Nichols State University. Nobody knows where Nichols State is. Nichols State University is, the best way to describe it would be, has anybody ever seen The Waterboy? South Central Louisiana State University, yes. That's where I was going to school. We had alligators that would sun themselves on our baseball field. No kidding. On about the 4th day at Nichols State, I was walking through the locker room and my wife stopped me and said, "Are you from Arizona?" And being a 20-something-year-old, I gave the best response I could and said, "Well, what gave it away? My hat that says Arizona, my shirt that says Arizona, or my shorts that say Arizona?" She looked at me kind of puzzled and said, "Well, I'm from Arizona also." I said, "Okay, well, let's play along with this game. Where did you go to school at?" "Well, I went to Mountain Point, but I went to Mesa Community College." I go, "Well, I went to Greenwood, but I went to Mesa Community College." "When did you go to Mesa Community College?" "Well, the last 2 years." "I went to Mesa Community College the last 2 years." "Okay." And I walked away from my wife. I don't know what she was thinking. I obviously made an impression, because later on that same year, she ended up buying me in an auction for, I think, $3.50. Now we have 3 children living here in Ahwatukee. We did compromise when we did finally get together. Since she's from Ahwatukee, we compromised, and now we live in Ahwatukee, of course. Happy wife, happy life, everybody. Now, from my original speech about my family, I'm married with 3 children, but here's the curveball. Back to the baseball theme. We're expecting number 4 in September. So here's how a game led me to the love of my life, Madam Toastmaster.